Big weekend for Brad coming up. Starter has the button. In goes Bombardment. They're right to run. This is the fourth. The gates have opened. They're off. Hip Wiggle dawdled out back there, a clear last. First to jump Simonelli, but Al Magico is going up now and will test for the lead with Rosso Tempesta, who's pushing up underneath of both as they work over to the back. Simonelli with its work cut out, trying to cross Rosso Tempesta, who got a little fired up, so she kicks up a game with Simonelli and this time goes clear with Al Magico third. Shake It fourth, Bombardment fifth. A length and a half away back there on the inside, scintillating. There's a move from Hip Wiggle going around them as the speed slowed. He had to take hold of Bombardment. Dropping back there into the field is Born to Try, who only had the one behind it, Artie's Jewel. So there was a bit of a shuffle up there and the speed had really slowed. At the 850, Simonelli had got them bunched right up behind her from Hip Wiggle, who was back last but made that move to be second. Zipped around the outside in front of Rosso Tempesta, who was able to come off the rail, and that spot was quickly taken by Shake It driving through. Around them here a fair way out is Bombardment. Onto its back, Born to Try. Then Scintillating, who's over on the inside as Al Magico drops out, and the tail end are Artie's Jewels. They come past the 400, nearing the turn. Simonelli now being tested by Hip Wiggle over on the outside. Hip Wiggle, Simonelli together at the top of the straight ahead of Bombardment. Born to Try to the outside. It's starting to let down for Parnham. Back inside of those, Shake It. Followed further back by Rosso Tempesta. Bombardment, Hip Wiggle. Born to Try taking a long time to get past the other pair. It's Born to Try. Bombardment now getting the better of Hip Wiggle. He draws the whip on Born to Try. Born to Try does a little too well. It's Born to Try who beat a brave Bombardment. They gap the others 2 or 3 lengths away. Hip Wiggle or Scintillating, who came late. Then Shake It, who's close up near the rail. In behind them was Rosso Tempesta, a gap Al Magico, then Artie's Jewels, and cracking eventually Simonelli pulling up at the back of the field. Born to Try, the winner, ridden by Chris Parnham. Number 6, Born to Try. Chris Parnham with the treble. 4 favourites home. And the Lindsay Smith trained mare took a long while to gain the ascendancy over Bombardment, who was forced to cover ground and go early, and has gone down fighting at the hands of the favourite Born to Try. They beat off Hip Wiggle, who settled down last, and when the brakes went on, it was off and around them quickly for Maddie Derrick. 4th placing, 8, Scintillating, who was coming solidly down the outside, but well off the first 2 place getters. A half a length, 2.5 were the margins, 137.75 and 36.21, that last 600. The winner raced by Carolyn Grant and Ms. E. Tutcher by Blackfriars out of Delta G. Winning her 3rd race from 12 starts, prepared by Lindsay Smith. And Chris Parnham having a day out with 3 of the first 4 winners. Bombardment second in, a war chant, Cat Zeal gelding. Neville Parnham, Brad Parnham, and Hip Wiggle is by Universal Ruler from Belly Dance, Danny Morton and Maddie Derrick combining. Shake It battled away, finished up running about 6th over towards the inside with Rosso Tempesta. Had been knocking on the door, Born to Try, and cracks it here this afternoon, delivering a win for those connections and trainer Lindsay Smith. So Chris Parnham continues on his merry winning way here this afternoon. As we go into the next, Chris not with a ride here in race 5, the Schweppes Handicap, no scratchings. 2-1-5-11 our thoughts. Let's take you down now and catch up with Brittany Taylor. She's with Donna Reardon here representing the Lindsay Smith stable today. Born to Try had certainly had a hoof on the till, and she delivered this afternoon.
She did indeed. Only 7 days ago, finished second. It wasn't far behind Chiclet. What were the stable's confidence levels like coming into today, Donna?
We've just been super happy with her. Further she's gone in the prep, the better she's got, and she seems to be really, really happy, enjoying the beach. She's going to the beach a lot, and she loves it. So yeah, she's going well.
Clearly, the things you're doing behind the scenes is working well at the moment. What were your thoughts during the run, a race that was changing complexion?
Yeah, it was a little bit tricky there for a while. I'm thinking, gee, she's going to get herself beat here, but Chris did really well to keep her under check, and yeah, she come home good.
Well, she clearly is thriving off the environment and the beach sessions at the moment. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Donna Reardon there after the victory of Born to Try. And as Darren said, Scott, she's had her hoof on the till and looked for a moment there like she could come unstuck. She was getting over racing that little bit when she lost cover, but credit to Chris Parnham was able to reel her back in and just be on the end of that 3 deep line.
I might do a little bit of homework, Britt, but I'm pretty sure in my own mind that Lindsay Smith's horses off 7 days is a recipe for cash. It's something that has been for quite a while. These horses that are trained out of the heavy sand just seem to really relish the fact that they back up, and this is a mare that's done it again. But in the end, Britt, I think she was just so well placed. She's a class dropper. She ran into Chicklet in a no metro win midweeker only 7 days ago, and today she dropped back into a class 3. So it was the right place, right time. And speaking of right place, right time, Chris, when Matty Derrick pulled around them 3 wide, it looked like you were about to tack onto the back, but Brad had the same idea.
Yeah, the tempo really come off in the race, and she sort of made the move around us all and made mine pretty keen because she moved around mine when the tempo came off, so it was sort of, yeah, made my horse a bit worse, but popped out, and then Brad popped into her back and just got on his back.
And turning for home, Brad hit the front. Were you always confident that you'd be able to run him down?
Oh, I thought it was just a racing too, but yeah, I wasn't sure at the 150, but the last little bit, mine just sort of gained the upper hand.
Would you step her out in trip again, or would that be the feedback to that she could get that sort of trip?
I probably wouldn't be in a hurry to step her out. She might get a bit further later into her prep, but I think she might need another 1 mile before she goes out and trip.
Congratulations, well done.
Thanks.
There's Chris Parnham, who is having an absolute great day in the saddle, bringing up a treble in just race number 4 with Born to Try for Lindsay Smith.
Correct weight on 6538. Numbers confirmed after the running of race 4 with weight declared.